Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Paloma and this is Paloma Beauty. Now for today's video, I've definitely challenged myself. I have put false eyelashes on, I've done cool tone eyeshadows, I've done a wing even, like fully stepped out of my comfort zone. So if you want to know how I achieved this look, please keep watching. Oh my gosh, it's so cold where I live now. Like it's not even winter and it's freezing. So hence my jumper. Anyway, moving on. Now, what I'm going to start with is my Maybelline Face Studio Hydrating Primer. I'm using this because, as I said, it's cold and my skin needs some hydration because it is dry. Oh, I feel like I should put my hair up. It's going to be all over the place. I really like this primer. I feel like it doesn't like extend the longevity of your foundation or anything, but it's just really hydrating and makes your foundation go on nicely. It's pretty much just like a really, really intense moisturizer. So it's Friday night. I just felt like sitting down, doing my makeup. I've gone back to full-time teaching this term and I don't really have a lot of time to do my makeup. Like I do about a 5-minute makeup look every morning. So today I'm going to be doing a cool tone look and I'm actually going to do a wing liner too, which is like shocking because I am not very good at wing liners. So this could be an absolute fail. So I'm going to start off with my, done my primer and then now I'm going to go into my foundation and I'm using my Maybelline 30 Hour Superstay Foundation. I love this one. I think it's so good. Alright, hair needs to go up I think. Alright, I'm just going to start off with one pump. So I was recently engaged in February and been starting to plan the wedding. Like there's a lot that goes into it. I'm like the worst at planning things. My partner's definitely better. But anyway, I tried to plan it, lock some things in. Someone the other day was like, oh, you're gonna do your own makeup. But I hadn't thought about that, but I think I will actually. I don't know, I might have like a trial with someone. But honestly, like I know my face pretty well. I know what I like on my skin and like what kind of eye look works well for me. So to save some money, because weddings are crazy expensive, I think I might just do my own makeup. Probably be easier. I feel like I'm being so aggressive with my face. So one pump of that foundation lasted my whole face, which is awesome. You can obviously build it up to more of a full coverage. Okay, I've done my foundation. Now, I really like this MCO Beauty sponge, but I find it does soak up a lot of the product. If you have a look here, like comparing this to my Real Techniques beauty sponge, I don't get as full a coverage. Like it definitely soaks up a lot of the product. So I put on another half pump foundation just on my cheeks because they're a little bit like red. Well, not red, but like just want a little bit more coverage. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you're buying the MCO Beauty sponge. It's really good if you want more of like a sheared out natural look. Okay, next I'm moving on to my eyes and I'm using the Rimmel Wonder Cloud All Day Wear Soft Shadow. Now I've used this before in a different shade. This is the shade Truffle Haze. It's more of a cool tone shade because I am doing a cool tone look today. And you can use this just by itself. It's kind of just like a cream shadow that dries down, but I quite like it as a primer. So I'm gonna put this on my eyes and it's kind of going to be like my transition shade, I guess. And I will set it as well just because I do have quite oily lids. So I'm just going to get a fluffy brush and blend it out. I really like these. Like I have another one that's a little bit warmer and I love using it just by itself and just setting it with like a bronzer. And they do sheer out quite a bit, as you can see, but it's just nice to have it down as a bit of a base. Like you can barely see it, but it does make a difference. So today I'm going in with my Smashbox contour palette. As you can see, it's much loved. And I'm actually going in with the contour shade because it's quite similar. And I'm just gonna set my eyelids. I'm also gonna put a little bit of that on my lower lash line as well. I haven't put concealer on yet. I'm gonna do that at the end. I never do cool tone looks on myself, so I'm We'll see how we go. I also haven't flashed my eyebrows in a long time, so my blending is gonna look a little bit funny, but we're gonna work with it. So the next shade I'm going in with is the Tranquility shade, this one here. This is from the Morphe Sweet Oasis 35S palette. I really like this palette. It's got some really cool shades in it. And I'm just gonna start putting this in my crease. Oh, that's pigmented. I think I picked up too much. That's right, make it work. So I'm just putting that in my crease, and then I'm also gonna put it on my outer corner because I'm doing a wing liner and I just need to create this shape. Ooh, it's really dark. Lol. This is a really pigmented shade, like it doesn't look as dark in the pan. It's a little bit deceiving. Anyway. Okay, for my next shade, I'm going in with Panoramic Shot, which is like a deep silvery color. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with Windsurf, which is more of a bright silver color. And these are going on my lid. Now, I'm just gonna use my finger. Ooh. Gorgeous. Now, I'm not too worried about the blending on the outer corner here because I'm doing a wing liner, so I'm not too fussed about it. Honestly, those colors are pretty similar. One's just like a little bit brighter. This is like a classic New Year's Eve look. Not that I've done one like this, but I know that lots of people do. Next, I'm going in with a smaller blending brush with that same gray, and I'm just gonna start blending out the shimmery shade. Okay, now for the tricky part, I'm gonna do an eyeliner and then I'm gonna smudge some black shadow on the outer corner so it's like not too disconnected. I feel like the silver looks a little bit funny. Liquid Courage for this eyeliner. And the eyeliner I'm using today is the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing. Now I've done one side. It turned out okay. It's a little bit chunkier than I wanted it to be. But the thing is with hooded eyes is that when you look, you know, like straight on, it looks good. But when you put your eye, like you raise your eyebrows, the shape always looks a little bit funny. But that's the trick to hooded eyes eyeliner. So anyway, we're gonna try do the other side the same. I'm not gonna talk doing this, just letting you know. So what I like to do, oh I am gonna talk, okay, is draw the line. Going over like the crease in my eye. And then draw just to the crease. Like this. And then you want to put your head up like that. And connect the bottom part to your lash line. Ow. And just neaten up that line. I'm probably not making sense. Okay, comment down below if you hate eyeliner. That's me. This is the best I could do. Yeah, don't look too closely. Okay, next I'm gonna get that small fluffy brush I used from before, and I'm gonna use a black eyeshadow just to kind of smudge in the outer corners, just to kind of bring some depth into the outer corners a little bit because it looks a little bit funny. It's okay if it goes over the eyeliner a little bit. Just gonna go over the shimmer a little bit and then I'm gonna go back in with that shimmer. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the eyes, but I really wanna put some concealer on. So the concealer I'm using is my Master Conceal by Maybelline. I just ran and got it if you can't tell, I'm like puffing, so unfit. I'm gonna place this on with a brush actually, because I do wanna clean up the wing a little bit and I don't want to disturb what I've got happening already. That shimmer shadow definitely has some fallout. So I'm just gonna blend this out with my sponge. Okay, I've done my concealer and now I'm gonna set it with my Maybelline Fair Loose Finishing Powder. I don't always set my under eyes, but I feel like with a look like this, I kind of need it a little bit. It's gonna use a really small amount, just my Real Techniques brush. Okay, next I'm going with bronzer and I'm going my Maybelline City Bronzer. I like this one, it's not too warm. I feel like it'll be good for this look. Okay, I'm also going to use my Smashbox contour palette that I used for my eyes, and I'm going to use the contour color to contour my cheekbones. I think this Smashbox palette was like one of the first expensive products that I bought, so it's actually quite old, but like it's really pigmented, so I don't have to use a lot. I love it. I mean, I've definitely used the yellow powder in it. As you can see, it's all gone. Next for blush, I'm going to use my Tarte Thrilled blush. This one here is just a nice matte blush. Now, I'm going for more matte products because the eyes are quite sparkly and I don't want to overpower my face too much. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I also put on some lashes. Whew. Like some strip lashes. I haven't put mascara on yet because they are drying, but I definitely thought this look needed a little drama. I know how people wear lashes every day. It's so weird and they feel heavy. I feel like if you wore them every day, you get used to them, but still, I was like, I'm gonna do a little bit of highlighter, and this is the e.l.f. white gold highlighter. Now this is quite like sparkly and blinding, so I'm just going to use a really little small amount, if that made sense. Guys, I've been talking all day at school and by the time I get home it's just like, what are words? I'm going to put a little bit on my inner corner as well. I also put a bit of that grey shadow on my lower lash line. I might put a little bit of black as well on the outer corner, just because I feel like it needs it a little bit, just to deepen up. The black I'm using is just from this palette actually, my Makeup Forever palette. And it's not super pigmented, so if you just use a small amount, it kind of goes more grey. Okay, I'm going to put on some mascara, and the mascara I'm using, of course, is my Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I alternate between this one and my Lash Princess by Essence, but I feel like that one's running out a bit, so I do need to buy a new one. Oh my god, these lashes are hilarious. Who am I? I'm going to put a lot of mascara on my bottom lashes just to balance out the really dramatic lashes I have going on top. Oh my god, my partner's going to come home and be like, who are you? Oh, I forgot to tell you, the lashes that I'm using are the Ardell Demi Wispies, the black style. I actually did a bridal party's makeup on the weekend and I use those because they're such beautiful lashes. Like, they're not too dramatic. They're good for brides and bridesmaids, so I use those. And I had a pair left over, so I was like, oh, why not? Let's use them. Okay, the lips. I think I'm gonna have to go nude. Oh, I always go nude, how boring. But like, a red would look good, but that would just be really hectic. So I'm gonna try this one. This is like a darker nude. This is the Too Faced Melt and Matte Liquid Lipstick in Cool Girl. I'm just gonna use a little bit. I've got some lip balm on, so I'm just gonna like dab it on. Honestly, it doesn't really go, but I can't really be bothered to go. I don't think I have a lipstick that would go with these eyeshadow colors because I never wear them, so I don't have anything to match it. I'm also going to put a little bit more of that highlighter on my inner corner. I feel like it didn't pop that much. I'm going to bring it onto my lower lash line a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit on my brow bone. Why not? I do like how my brows turned out actually. They're quite fluffy. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose and on the center as well. Oh my god, they're crooked. The lips don't go. It's kind of annoying me. Ugh. whatever. Whatever. I mean, I did a wing liner, but you can barely tell with the lashes and the black eyeshadow. But yeah, this is a finished look. Hope you guys like it. It's very cool tone. I was planning on doing like a cool tone brown look, but it ended up just going full grey and silver. If you guys have any makeup looks you want me to do or any brands that you want me to review, let me know and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!